This is Munson Steed. We are with Laz Alonso. He is hanging out with Retool Your School. I just want to talk about, Laz, what was the great part about this Retool Your School?
For me, the best part about Retool Your School is being able to see a lot of these smaller HBCUs. You know, I went to Howard University, 12,000 strong. HU, Bison, that's right. But, you know, seeing a lot of the smaller schools come to the table with such great proposals. They put so much effort behind their pitches, and, you know, they really take a wholehearted effort.
Well, that's good about the school, but you actually participated.
Sure.
What were some of the things you did with this contest?
Well, for me, I participated from a social media aspect.
Right.
Twitter is @LazOfficial, so make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram. But, you know, I was able to generate some of not only my HU school pride, but just help students know that, listen, you know, this is a viable program to be a part of. And in addition to that, I came down here to Atlanta to vote and to go through each and every proposal and make sure that every criteria was met and elect a winner for the different tiered prizes that Home Depot gave today.
But you do home improvement.
I do some home improvement.
That process of going in, selecting some stuff for...
Well, you know, I start off actually, I don't just go in. I first start off by watching a lot of television. You know, so I watch a lot of home improvement channels. I get a lot of ideas, watching old houses get torn down and brought up to date. I also buy a lot of magazines, home improvement magazines, decorating magazines, get ideas for paint colors and tiles and flooring and you know, different finishings on walls and lighting schemes and things like that. So the people at my Home Depot, they know me well. Like, as soon as I get in there, I'm like the mayor, because that became my second home. But I purchased a home a couple years ago, old fixer-upper, and over the last 2 years, I pretty much, you know, torn it all down and redone it. And it's been a really fun experience. And the more I can get my hands dirty and do it myself, you know, the more I enjoy the outcome.
So the importance of education. What did Howard and being at an HU give you that really keeps you committed and kind of changed you as a person?
Well, I mean, I think there are some intangibles that you get at an HBCU that you can't really measure on graduation rates or any type of scale, but they're there, and you see them in, you know, people such as yourself, being a Morehouse grad, and, you know, a lot of other of my colleagues, you know, Keisha Pulliam, who's also part of this. You know, there are some intangibles that exist that I believe come from just being in an environment that fosters, you know, independent thinking and you know, never taking no for an answer. You know, those are things that you just learn the hard way sometimes at an HBCU, and then when you graduate, you learn to appreciate them because you actually utilize those skills in the real world. But you know, I had the opportunity to be Grand Marshal at Howard's last homecoming. Right. You know, and when I spoke to the president and he asked me what are some of the things that I took away from Howard, the intangibles, I think, the ones that you really can't put your finger on and you can't measure in any type of score or test, are what you really get at HBCUs.
Cool. Appreciate it, bro.
Thanks, man.
Keep up the great work.
My pleasure.
Munson Steed, and we're rolling out.
That's right.